Good afternoon, guys, and welcome to Mr. Fix It channel. Yes, we are still turning scrap wood. Literally, like I said, used wood, scrap wood, wood that we didn't have no use for it. And we're turning it into a sofa. Also, that kind of wood is not commonly used for furniture, for an inside furniture that like the ones we're doing. But we're gonna make a hell of a strong sofa. So stay tuned. Today we are going to be cutting more wood and sanding it, and also we are going to pre-ensemble or pre-build the armrest and the backrest of the sofa. The wood that we're gonna be sanding and cut, and we're gonna be sanding, it's the one that we're going to be sitting on the sofa. Well, I am going to be sitting on, and my family, but uh, that wood it's already cut and and measured. So I already had it cut and measured. Now I'm going to sand it and to leave it aside so we can cut the ones that from the armrest and the backrest that has not been cut and cut it and sand it. So stay tuned, guys. You're gonna like this. So in Mr. Fix It channel, these videos that we're making for the sofa, they're very interesting. So stay tuned. Now let's get to work. Remember, we're cutting these holes of the wood. It was a scrap wood or used wood. It was used as something else. Now they're gonna be a sofa. So stay tuned, guys. Now this piece is going to be at 43 and 1/4. 43 and 1/4 of an inch. Let's measure it at 43 and 1/4 of an inch. 43 and 1/4 of an inch. Also, we're gonna use the square to make a straight line. We don't need to make a straight line. I don't need to make that straight line because the miter, these 10-inch miter blade, is gonna make a straight line cut no matter what. So I'm just making the line in order for you to have that memorized. That if you're not using the miter and you're using a circular saw, that straight line is gonna be a great guide for you to cut straight. Okay, so let's keep going, guys. This is the long part of the backrest. It's cut it at 43 and 1/4 of an inch. 43 and 1/4. All right. So let's keep going. Also, we're using an 20-volt DeWalt impact drill, atomic compact series. It's very good. I love DeWalt tools. You see, this wood had it was on a wall, on a concrete wall, with a 3-inch Tapcon screw. So this drill bit is number 3 for these Tapcon screws. They're 3-inch Tapcon screws. You use a number 3 bit on it, Phillips number 3. So then again, the wood has holes because it was being used in something else, but now it's gonna turn into a sofa. So those holes are gonna be filled. It's gonna be a nice sofa. Heavy and strong. So as again, we measured at 43 and 1/4. We draw the line with the square. Remember to cut below the line, a little bit below the line that you have made. Because if you cut this 10-inch grit 10-inch blade, it's a 1/16 of an inch wide. So if you cut exactly on the line, you're gonna be cutting a 1/16 of your measurement, of your pre-measurement that you just took on the wood or draw on the wood. It's good enough there. So now we have the two pieces. We have the two pieces of the backrest of the sofa. This is the backrest is gonna be 24 inches height. This 24 inches, and it's gonna be 43 and 1/4 long and a quarter long. So we already, in the previous video, we already made those 13.5 inches in height for the armrest and for the backrest. We did the height, the wood that is going to determine the height of the armrest and the backrest. Now we are cutting and sanding the wood that is going to determine the length of that backrest and armrest. And we're going to ensemble it today. We're going to put some screws on it and prefabricate them, so when we consolidate all the pieces and put them together, everything will be pre-made, and you'll see how nice it's gonna come. So let's keep on going, guys. Now we're gonna do the length of the 13.5 inch armrest. So that's gonna be 30-inch armrest, 30-inch in length for the armrest, guys. Let's take a measurement. The arm lengths are gonna be at 30 inches. Also, we're gonna leave in the description the length of everything. The dimensions of the whole sofa are going to be in the description, or in the descriptions of the video. So if you did not catch it here while I'm making it, so you will be able to see it in the this video's description. So it's no biggie, guys. We're gonna cut two pieces at 30 30-inch pieces. Two 30-inch pieces. There you go. Remember, it is used wood. Wood that has been previously used. I'm gonna turn it. There goes the first piece. For a hammer, because, like I said, it's used wood. Now, let's measure it. Let's measure it. 30 inches. Cut. Also, if you buy one of these meters, 10-inch meters, 12-inch meters, most of them, they will come with a light. This one has a light that when I approach it to the wood, it draws a line where I'm cutting, or where that blade is gonna cut, and that's very helpful, guys, in situations and stuff like that. You don't have a lot. You don't have a square to draw a line. This machine will draw a line for you with the light, or a laser, red laser. Most of them come with a laser, red laser, something that draws a line where the blade is gonna cut. So let's keep on. Now, we have our 30-inch in length for our armrest. Let me do something here, guys. something real quick. Last time I cut these wood, there was something wrong in the measurement I made, so now it had a little bit more than 13.5 inches, so I'm correcting that mistake. There you go, nice and flush. This wood is already sanded. Now I'm gonna put it aside to start sanding what is gonna be the armrest and the backrest of the sofa. Stay tuned, guys. Remember the wall clamps, they open up to 6 inches apart. Remember I said I love them? I still do. Because these kind of works, mostly I do on my own. So there's a very, very, very helpful way of getting the job done by yourself faster. If you can get a hand of these, buy these. These ones are 6 inches. It opens up to 6 inches. So, but they're very good. The brand is DeWalt. You can buy them at Home Depot. I bought these at Home Depot. For these again, I'm using a 4.5-inch angle grinder with a 50 grit sandpaper, and this is a special tool that for you to use this kind of sandpaper. I bought it at Home Depot also, so you can find it there, the different kind of brands of it. But I'm using a Craftsman angle grinder. I'm going to look for another one, guys. This one's no good anymore. It's clogged with a lot of debris of dust and it's no good. Let's just change it. No good. Nice and smooth, guys. Nice and smooth. Now we're going to ensemble it. Because we already have both of our pieces completed for our armrest and a backrest. So let's get to work, guys. Let's start with these 24-inch and 43 and 1/4 inch. Remember, if you have a table as just like this one, and you have those, here is where those clamps come very handy. They come very handy because I can squeeze these pieces together while I nail them or put screws on them or whatever you're gonna use for this. Now I'm gonna use a 2.5-inch screws, like such, Phillips screws, and I'm gonna mix it with Phillips screws because two and a half, almost 3. You can use 3 also, but I'm using 2.5 Phillips. And this kinds also. I think it's Torx, or I don't know if anybody is watching this video want to leave a comment and on how is this one named. I know the length. The length is just 2.5 inches. You can use either a 3-inch too, so it's no biggie. Trick of this is you put your clamp here. You clamp the wood where you're grabbing the lower part and this part also, so it can be steady while you use your square, and you put it inside of it. If it has a small minimal, if it has a space in between the square and the wood, you bring it, you move it either up or down so the square can be flush with the wood. Guys, this is very important. So the wood is not crooked to one side or another, and it's flushly squared. You know, it's completely squared, so you don't have, you know, a quarter of an inch measurements off the measurement that you wanted in the first place. So, like I said at the beginning of the video, this measurement is going to be 24 and a half inch in height and 43 and 1/4 in length. It's gonna be a little bit more in length of that because I'm adding 1 inch and a half here, and on the other end too. It's gonna be uh, around the 46 and 1/4. It's gonna be 46 and 1/4. So that being said, guys, my square is flush with the wood. There's no spaces anywhere. So now I'm gonna proceed to put those 2.5 inch screws, or 3, however you want them, however, whatever length you feel comfortable with. And also I'm using a number 2 bit for these screws. Number 2 bit for 2.5 inch. See? 2. Nicely screwed right there. 2. Now let's proceed with the other side. Now, let's make it this way. It's better this way for now. Always work with your space in your surroundings. So remember to keep it flush on the outside of the wood, and then when you bring the square, there you go, you keep it flush, nicely flush with both sides. Keep it flush on the outside and squared on the inside. There you go. Clamp both of the sides, then bring the square. Shouldn't be that far off because you already squared them. on that side. It's good. I always do that for precautions. There you go. There you go. Let's go with the next one. Now, as we're closing this rectangular, you bring it as squared as possible. Squared as possible. There you go. Nicely done. Nice. There you go. See guys, 24 by 46 because we added 1.5 and 1.5, 46 and a quarter. I gave you the first measurement, 43 and 1.25 and 1.25 for, because that is the length of this piece. But both of them, the whole thing together, it measures 24.5 by 46 and a quarter. Right, guys? This was contemplated on the measurements that I did in the beginning. See? This part is you're gonna sit down. We're gonna be sitting down on the sofa, and this is our back portion. This is our backrest. So now let's go with the armrests. They're gonna be 13 inches and a half in height, and they're going to be 30 inches in length. All right. So here we have our 30-inch pieces. 30-inch pieces. We're gonna do the same method. I'm doing it on an angle now, so I can better manipulate the impact drill around the clamp. But it's the same thing. As long as you're grabbing both ends very tight, there's no biggie with that. It's just tricks that you can use. It doesn't have to be certainly that way, unless if you're doing the job, if it's clamping, what the final job that we're doing here is just clamping both woods, so we don't run off anywhere, and we don't do for us to do things right. So it's just holding the wood down firmly, so we can work and the wood doesn't go anywhere or moves, messing up our measurements. Remember to keep it squared, flushed on the outside and on the inside also. So you can better so we can be as flush as possible in measurement. There you go. Nice. Nicely done. Nice and flush. Now, see, this is where your arm's gonna rest. This is where our arms are going to be resting in the sofa. There's gonna be two, one on each side. So this is the first one. So we gotta make the second one.